LeBron James in his Lakers uniform, and he's not the only player, big name player in a New Jersey making their debut tonight. So I know you are super excited to see everybody coming to the court and what they're doing for their teams.
Roz, I have to make sure I look at my notes because all these guys going to different teams, new jerseys, new atmosphere, new energy. So obviously LeBron James going to LA. People are excited. Maybe a new version of Showtime is back.
Ooh, well, I'm just excited the NBA season is around the corner. By the way, Dennis Scott, Roz Goldenwood. Let's check out what happened in LA. Denver Nuggets taking on the Lakers. LeBron James making his debut. This time, ball movement for the Lakers. A nice pass inside finds Brandon Ingram.
Player movement, ball movement, B.I. with a strong finish.
And those supporting cast members, they're going to benefit playing with LeBron, who will find you. And he found that three from deep.
And that's Rondo with the offensive rebound with the extra possession.
And this time with the step back, Lance Stevenson gets it going. Penetrate, kick out, more for the Lakers. This time it's Beasley.
Okay, be easy, ready to shoot the basketball.
Kuzma lobs it up, throwing it down is JaVale McGee. Lakers making an early impression.
Well, unselfish basketball right here to get the shot block, and now the Denver Nuggets get out and run a little bit.
Right, little offense off of defense, and Jamal Murray, he's the beneficiary in the fast break. Murray slashing through the defense over the long arms of JaVale McGee. Ooh, LeBron with the step back.
Okay, LB, a little early preseason.
Right, and at halftime, Denver up 12. But LeBron in the second half would not play, sat on the bench, and that's as we expected.
That's what we expected.
Right. All right.
A little taste.
Right, a little taste. But this time, in the fast break, JaVale McGee running. That's what he does.
Uh-oh, what you gonna do here, JaVale? Oh,
Woo!
Nerf hoop. That's Nerf hoop right there. That's just so easy, Nerf hoop.
That is an awesome move for JaVale McGee, and the Denver Nuggets go on to win in LA.
It's going to be fun, Roz. There's so much going to be about the Lakers and what they do, about positionless basketball, having a guy like JaVale McGee who's a champion. So I think as Luke Walton figures out the style of play, will LeBron handle the ball, will Rondo handle the ball, it's going to be a fun thing to watch.
And it'll be fun to see how other players get to step up and take the roles around LeBron James. One of those guys, Kyle Kuzma. We're going to hear from him now, post-game.
Kyle, obviously a lot of people wanted to see what this would look like. What did it look like to you?
I think it was, a good learning experience for us. This is first time really playing with each other. We only been together really a week playing together, and, just the chemistry is going to eventually form. So,
what's the biggest challenge to kind of getting to know everybody at the same time? Like, when you look at these 6 games, now we got 5 left, what do you want to use them for more than anything?
Just to know one another, get that chemistry. That's the biggest thing. We have 82 games plus the playoffs, and for us, we just got to keep building game by game, learning each other, and just playing for one another and being on the same line on the defensive end too.
Especially in the first quarter, you guys played extremely fast. Is that intentional?
Yeah, we want to play, with pace and space. That's what we want our identity to be, and I think for the most part, we did a good job for the first game, and really getting up and down and causing some problems in transition.
Learning to play with LeBron is like what? How would you describe it?
Like just a learning process. Everything is a learning process right now. It's a brand new team, brand new players, and we're still trying to get to know each other. But I don't imagine it taking that long to figure everything out. So.
It was a weird tempo to the game. You guys fell way behind. You were down by 14. You came back and took a 1-point lead in the third, and then they ran it right back up again. Why do you think?
Defensively we got to be on the same line. Turnovers. I think those are the main issues that we kind of had, but it's going to happen. It's the first preseason game, so.
I don't mean to make this sound crazy, but was there a feeling of almost I want to pinch myself? I'm out here on the lineup with LeBron out here?
No, I'm kind of past that point. It's going into my second year playing. I've been through playing a lot of games, so it's kind of another game, but you can feel the excitement throughout the crowd. So
we've been talking a lot throughout camp that you're going to play some 5. Tonight they threw you out there against one of the best centers in the NBA. Learning how to defend those bigs, what's the key to that?
You know, just being strong, being able to box out, rebound, finish possessions. I think that's the biggest thing, calling out coverages, you know, make sure I'm on the same line and, you know, talking. You know, I think that's the biggest thing.
You know, I'm excited for Kyle Kuzma in his second year here. He's been working really hard in the offseason. He's put on weight. They're trying to give him some minutes at the 5 because they do want to have some small ball lineups out there and play fast. So just focusing on Kyle for a second, do you think getting him minutes at the 5 is good for him in this second season?
It all depends on who you're playing. One thing we know about Luke Walton, who's a veteran around our game, he's not going to put him at the 5 if he's down there banging against, say, a Dwight Howard for sake of conversation. That's going to break him down and get him injured. But positionless basketball, meaning that when you're playing against the Warriors or sometimes the Rockets, where they have 5 guys on the floor at similar size, you can play that kind of basketball. But feeding off what he said about so many new faces, they have 5 new faces coming in that are expecting to play. So as a coaching staff, I assume that Luke Walton and Brian Shaw and all those guys sitting there scratching their heads like, how do we get all these guys on the floor and how do we find a rotation where everyone buys into what we're trying to do? Once they figure that out with those young legs, you get some stops, you get out and run, things can get interesting.
What's important if you're a coach trying to set expectations for all these different types of characters and skill sets you have on your roster if you're Luke Walton?
Biggest thing is play hard every night. And LeBron James and guys like Rondo will make sure of that. And secondly, being unselfish. That's why that one highlight, you saw Rondo get the rebound, and now he's looking for LeBron.
Right.
So as a point guard, we forget Rondo is still one of the best rebounding guards in our game. So now that's why you can make sense and say, positionless basketball, because Rondo gets in there and gets 10, 12 rebounds a night sometimes.
Right. And you know what? It's not just any veteran these young guys are playing with. They're playing with LeBron James and Rondo.
Right.
You know, imagine being a first or second year player or a third year player and you got LeBron barking on you or telling you what to do, or Rondo. I mean, I imagine you'd be in practice so eager, so ready to listen and keep your ears open.
Well, I was teasing some buddies of mine that all those young guys this summer or this past summer, if you didn't live in the gym working on your jump shot, working on a simple 15-foot jump shot, along with the 3, because we know the 3 ball is a part of the game heavily. So LeBron James has so much attention on him, along with Rondo, and they're willing to pass the basketball. Right. So be willing to shoot, get in the right position, and play good basketball.
Just fall in line, young men.
Hey, they're champions, so that's what they want to do again.
Absolutely. You'll have more of a chance to see this squad catch LeBron's next game Tuesday night on TNT as the Lakers face the Nuggets again at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. The opening game of the night features LeBron's old team, the Cavaliers, as they go head-to-head with the Boston Celtics at 8 p.m. Eastern. After the break, we'll take a look at Gordon Hayward and the Celtics back in action tonight in Boston. And welcome to San Antonio, DeMar DeRozan. We'll check out his Spurs debut next on NBA TV. It's not the same Spurs this season. Many players part of that culture, that legacy, that continuity of championship basketball are gone now due to free agency, retirement, and trades. So, how are the new look Spurs doing? Well, let's check it out. They took on the Heat tonight. DeMar DeRozan made his debut.
Look at D-Wade, still getting it done.
Farewell tour. All right, DeRozan comes off the screen and does what he does with the mid-range jumper.
That's what he does best, Roz. Get to the mid-range and knock it down. Spurs D, get out and run.
Never hurts to get a little offense off of defense. DeJounte Murray with his head up, kicks it over to Rudy Gay for 3.
Rudy, leave it.
All right, but second quarter, Dwayne Wade showing us he's still got the mojo attacking the paint.
Unbelievable. At that age, Flash, there's still something left in the tank.
Woo! Get up, D. Wade hangs in the air and finishes with the foul. He finished with 10 points, by the way. At halftime, Spurs were up 1, and then in the third quarter, Spurs go on a run, a 15-2 run, to be exact.
Well, that's what Spurs do. They get good defense, get out and run, the mid-range assassin, DeMar DeRozan, all the way to the basket.
Couple of nice plays. He had 7 points in his debut.
Whoa, Whiteside. It's too early for all that big fella shooting corner 3s.
Well, Hassan got it going. This time staying with the play, staying active around the rim.
There you go, big fella. There you go, in the paint. Get your shoes dirty.
Whiteside finished with 20 points and 13 rebounds, although the Spurs won by 4.
Unbelievable to see all those new faces and new places for the Spurs.
Absolutely. So what does that mean for Pop and the operation that he is putting together?
I think it's going to be fine. DeRozan, new system. I think he's going to be okay.
All right. Well, we heard from DeMar DeRozan after the game.
How'd you feel out there as far as playing with a new team, new system?
It's gonna come along. You know, I'm not worried about it at all. Just was out there more anxious than anything. You know, as the next few days, next couple games go by, it's gonna get more easier and easier. You know, I expect it to be rusty. You know, just try to go out there, fill things out, and understand what I could get better at. The moment I was traded here, the reception has been great, but to get out there in front of the fans. Go out there before the game, sign fans, jerseys, hats, and things like that. You know, it just felt good.
Okay, 3D. So, do you think DeMar DeRozan will be an all-star in the Western Conference?
Ooh, great question. That's going to be tough because we know there's so many guards out there in the Western Conference. Klay Thompson, James Harden, obviously Steph Curry, guys like that. But I think in this system, he will do fine. The reason I say that because he's going to buy into what Pop's selling. Pop's going to put him in great situations so he can thrive. Yes, we know him as the mid-range assassin, which he'll do a lot of. Pop will give him more confidence, shoot that corner through.
Absolutely, and I'm sure Pop has an answer,
Yes,
like
he does.
always. All right, so more answers today. We had games between the Boston Celtics and Charlotte Hornets. It's part 2. They just played last Friday, or this Friday,
Uncle
in
Drew,
Boston,
is that you, Uncle Drew?
with that big fro, and Gordon Hayward on the court. All right, second quarter, we'll take you straight to it. Out in the break goes the Celtics, and throwing it up,
Ooh.
Tatum throws it down.
Fresh young legs, unselfish basketball, get out and run.
I'm excited for year 2
Yes.
for this young man.
I agree. Look at that one step, put it to the side, drop it.
A lot of patience on that play. And this time, staying active, Celtics, another offensive play off the defense. Sweet pass!
When you're being unselfish, Rod, y'all in the fast break, this is fun basketball right here.
Rozier finding Tatum. Tatum had 16 points in the game. Celtics didn't stop there, though. The man with the fro, Kyrie.
Oh, I must be on. Oh, that's Kyrie. Okay, yeah. His hair is still long. He's in the ISO. Yeah, that's Kyrie. Yeah, Uncle Drew can't do that. Yeah, Uncle Drew can't do that.
And he finished with 20 points. Kyrie's knee looking solid at halftime. Celtics up 7. All right, second half. Gordon Hayward with the stop and go, plus the foul.
Under control.
Lamb with the steal. And then in traffic, no!
Whoa, wait. Too early for me to say this, but I have to. Get that shot out of here.
And it's nice to see Gordon Hayward.
They're getting excited already. Nice move there.
You know who is getting people excited?
Who's that?
The rookie. And final seconds of the game, Hornets down 3.
Uh-oh.
Bridges gets the
What's he
shot.
gonna do with it?
No, Celtics win by 3.
Well, it's good for the Celtics to get all those guys healthy. Now it's going to be fun. And can they continue to share the basketball? If they do that, this should be another fun season for the Celtics.
And you know, Gordon Hayward, it's great to see him back contributing. You saw that big chase down.
Confident about moving, running, jumping, cutting. You know this, Raj. You can rehab all you want, be in the pool, lift all the weights. But until you have NBA guys coming at you full steam, you're trying to stop them, and now you're in a pick-and-roll situation. Now you're trying to get to the basket. But this play right here, get that shot out of here. I use it again, Gordon. You got me in preseason mode, but you got me excited, young fella.
Now, I'm not sure, is that similar or different to how Kyrie comes back? Because I've torn an ACL, and I know he's got different knee issues. But I'm saying when you have a knee, a lot of time it's the second year where you're really free to blossom and play without fear. Might Kyrie's return be different than Gordon's?
A little different, but Kyrie's been there before. He's been through a few injuries, so he knows what he needs to get his body right to get back on the floor.
Gotcha. Well, we're talking about a big man who thinks he is the man in the NBA and will have a chance to prove it. He says he's the best player in the NBA. We're talking about Anthony Davis. Catch his highlights next on NBA TV.
Wow.
Senior player Lauri Markkanen would be out 6 to 8 weeks following an elbow injury suffered in practice. Bulls head coach Fred Hoiberg caught up with NBA TV before their game against the Pelicans and talked about the tough injury.
I feel terrible for Lowry. He put so much time and effort in his offseason program and really bought into the weight room. That was a big thing for Lowry coming off his rookie season, is making gains and making strides in that area. And he put on a lot of size and strength and was playing really, really good basketball. So, you know, it's unfortunate that we're going to have him out for an extended period of time. What we're hearing on the injury right now is it's a 6 to 8 week recovery. And, you know, the good thing, obviously, is it happened now. We're thankful that it wasn't more serious. And, you know, what we're going to have to do now is shuffle roles. And, you know, we're going to give Jabari Parker a look at the 4, you know, at least going into the season, where he's gotten all of his reps in the preseason at the 3 spot. And that's going to give other guys opportunities, especially with Denzel Valentine out as well with an ankle injury, like Chandler Hutchison and Antonio Blakeney. So, you know, the thing about injuries, as you guys know, it's part of this game. And the guys that get the opportunity to go in there have to go out and produce and show what they can do.
Lauri Markkanen was out with the elbow sprain, but the game did go on. New Orleans Pelicans in Chicago taking on the Bulls. Anthony Davis trying to get it going. All right, first quarter. Young Bulls looking good. Chris Dunn with the spicy pivoting baseline.
Yes, that's a grown man move on the baseline.
That's like a veteran, crafty,
Yes.
cagey type of move. This time, Zach LaVine exploding out in the passing lane for the steal. And now carving through the defense is LaVine.
Those legs look pretty bouncy, LaVine.
And playing unselfish, kicks it over to Jabari Parker for 3.
Oh,
But Anthony Davis
said, not in my house.
with the rejection said, not in my house, and then threw it down in the paint. And now showing off that range.
Leave it.
13 points in the game Anthony Davis had. Second half action, Bobby Portis looking good for the Bulls.
Yes, nice drop-off pass by Payne.
This time being active with his hands, gets the seal. Portis in the fast break, finishes.
Oh, don't talk to him, Bobby. It's early. It's preseason, Bobby. It's early.
Well, he should talk. He had 21 points. He did his thing. And check this out. The rookie, Wendell Carter Jr. knocks down the jumper. He had 11 points. Jahlil Okafor.
Oh, hey, okay, Okafor. We might have forgot about you.
Right, that he wants you to remember him this season, but this was a scary moment for the Pelicans. Trying to get in the defense, goes down, but he would walk off under his own power. Bulls managed to win at home.
Good to see Okafor play some good basketball. Hopefully that ankle's not too serious.
Absolutely, we hope so. All right, moving on. Gilgeous-Alexander.
I like him a lot. I was watching him in the Summer League, long arms, great feel for the game. Fast so Harold can finish that play.
Gilgeous-Alexander finished with 10 points, 4 assists.
Hey, is that Bogey?
That's Andrew Bogey.
Hey, Bogey.
Former NBA center, knocking it down for Sydney. All right, second half action. Clippers trying to pull away, and that's Patrick Beverley in the breakaway dunk. And now Gilgeous-Alexander streaking through the defense. And Danilo with the sweet find.
Great
finds
pass.
Montrezl Harrell.
Unselfish basketball, you get out and run.
So Harrell had 11 points in the game, but right here he goes down hard and went to the locker room, appears to injure his hand, and he did not return in the game. Gallinari, 19 points in the game, and the Clippers won in Hawaii.
You never know now with this Clipper team, with Doc Rivers, Gallinari healthy, the young rookie coming running the point, a healthy Patrick Beverley. A lot of people have written the Clippers off.
Right.
I don't know. I want to see some more first before I write them off.
Right. I mean, all the lights and attention are
Still
with
got
the
Lou
Lakers.
Williams. You still got some scoring. I mean, obviously with LeBron coming to LA, it's going to well known, but I'm not going to write him off just yet.
All right, I'll remember you said that.
Okay.
Don't sleep on the Clippers, says 3D. All right, preseason continues Monday on NBA TV. Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers host rookie Mo Bamba and the Orlando Magic at 7 p.m. Eastern. Gold was on the line as USA took on Australia in the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup Championship. See if America came home with the title next.
It's probably been the most competitive World Cup we ever played in. Just a lot of good teams, a lot of good players, high-level basketball, and to be able to come here on short notice and just be able to get all on the same page to win. And I think that's what we always take the most pride in. Is you put everything aside and you do whatever you got to do for the team.
Probably one of the only teams that don't really play together all the time. So for us to build the chemistry in such a short period of time that we have been together, it shows that we love the sport, we love the game that we play, and we really come together for it.
It's all focused on team. Having the team winning a championship in Seattle, and then coming here and knowing that I'm playing with 11 of the other best players in the world, and not needing to play outside of my game. And just do what I do best to help us win gold. And anything else that comes with that, obviously, it's great. It's nice to win MVP, but I was more concerned about the gold medal.
And when you're talking about going for gold, U.S. women's basketball team leads the way. I mean, the Soviet Union is the closest. They don't exist anymore. So U.S. is still running away with this continued dominance for them, and congratulations on their World Cup win.
Yeah, I think it's huge, Roz. I have an 11-year-old daughter who's just starting to play basketball. She was a girly, but to see Birdie and DT as veterans, and now you have Brandon Stewart, the youngster, and how they mesh and play so well together, and all the egos are checked. And you just had the WNBA championship, a week and a half ago, and now you go out and play. Big time for women's basketball doing the way they do.
Absolutely. Well, let's check out at the buzzer. All right, it might seem like common sense, but let's look at a graphic that really makes the point. Teams are a lot better when they get LeBron James the year after they've had him versus the year before they had them. And you see how he boosted Miami and Cleveland as well. So the question is, how much of a jump will the Lakers make?
I think they will make a huge jump. They were 35 games last year. I think they'll get somewhere over in the mid-40s. The question, like we talked about earlier in the show, which one of these young guys is really ready to take that next step? Because we know LeBron likes to share. So can you play good team defense to get stops, to get out and run? So as they call it, the new Showtime, can the new LeBron James Showtime bring back that excitement that Laker fans are dying to have? Young guys step up, play good D, maybe it shows up.
Well, are the Lakers a playoff team in your
Yes, they're no question a playoff team. I don't think they're a top 4 team. A lot of those fans, they're top 4 home court advantage. Slow down a little bit. They'll make the playoffs, but I don't have them top 4 yet.
LeBron is a guy who's been to 4 straight finals. What would you consider a successful year from him in his first year with the Lakers?
That's crazy. So 4 with Miami, 4 with Cleveland. So you're trying to say 1 more with LA? I don't know about this time, LeBron. LeBron, we love you to death, but I don't think this is the year where you get back to the finals. I think the West is too deep, too many hurdles to get over, but it still will be a successful season.
I think LeBron is coming into this with a lot of patience. He's not saying anything to put a lot of pressure on the young guys in that locker room. It's like he's been here and done this before.
And y'all better follow suit because y'all know what time it is. I want to get back, and I need you young guys to help me.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. He's Dennis Scott. I'm Roz Golden-Woode, and you guys